I think one of the first films that really got me into filmmaking was seeing David Lynch's Blue Velvet for the first time in the theater. It's like turning the ordinary on its head, and so I thought that was really fascinating.
Apocalypse Now, which kind of blew my head off, really. You know, what it's saying, it's so profound. I've watched it God knows how many times, the brilliant acting across the board.
Alien by Ridley Scott. I can really appreciate how difficult a movie that would be to make and conceive of. Edward Scissorhands, I think one of the best films of all time. Perfect satire, perfect production design.
Creature from the Black Lagoon, that's a big one. I remember seeing Rebel Without a Cause a number of times when I was a young man. I think a lot of the early Westerns all spoke to me as well.
Jules and Jim, everything about Jules and Jim. But mostly Paul Newman and Cool Hand Luke.
Hook and Robin Williams. To see someone tell a story that you feel so attached to and you feel a sense of ownership over as a kid.
Star Wars. That was the one where George created a world there that you could actually feel like you were inside of.
Amadeus. I love that. The music is beautiful, the classical music. Classic film is beautiful because you can adapt from that medium.
I was really inspired by Martin Scorsese movies, especially Taxi Driver, because of its very immersive Hitchcockian point of view and his passionate storytelling.
My favorite movie of all time has to be Rear Window. That really inspired me. The fact that it could happen to anybody.
The Silence of the Lambs by Jonathan Demme. Or Philadelphia by Jonathan Demme.
Robert Mitchum in Night of the Hunter. Or Louis de Funès in La Grande Vadrouille.
I go back to The Big Lebowski all the time for inspiration. If I could ever tell a story that does that many kind of tonal backflips, I would be really, really proud of myself.
Rocky actually really inspired me. I found out that he wrote it, directed. It just made me feel like, wow, like, you know, this guy was able to make it in this industry, and I always wanted to, you know, to make it.
First thing on my mind is Home Alone. To be able to capture something, how do you create something that is timeless? That we all feel like every Christmas we got to go back to.
The non-sex scene and Dirty Dancing, which is like the best because you don't see them do anything. They just dance and love each other, and it's amazing.
Breathless by Godard. It made a big influence on me, and just the way it was filmed always made a big impact and stayed in my mind.